5 car buying scams that could cost you thousands of dollars. Don't fall for it, especially look out for number 3. So you ever hear one of those stories that make you lose faith in humanity? Like, how is this even legal? So my friend, let's call him Kwame, because that's his real name. Got scammed so badly trying to buy a car that I thought he was about to become the face of a new government PSA. Don't be like this guy. Long story short, Kwame found a too good to be true deal on a Toyota Corolla on Facebook Marketplace. The seller was super friendly, even threw in a fake sub story, something about needing to sell the car fast so that he can take care of his sick grandmother in Calgary. Spoiler alert, there was no grandmother. So what did Kwame do? Kwame sent the deposits, met the guy in a Tim Hortons parking lot. That was a red flag. Exchanged cash, drove off feeling like a boss, until a week later when the police showed up. Turns out the car was stolen, the VIN number was fake, and the seller had disappeared faster than my paycheck on payday. And let me tell you, the only thing worse than getting scammed is trying to explain to your bank that you willingly handed over your savings to a guy named Mike G with a Hotmail email address. Don't be like Kwame. Today I'm breaking down 5 car buying scams that could cost you thousands of dollars, and most importantly, how to avoid them. I will even drop some Canada specific tips, because yes, scammers here are polite, but they will still take your money. Stay with me to the end, because I'll also tell you where to find legit car deals and what to check before you buy. Let's get into it. Scam number 1, I'll call this one the too good to be true online deal. You are scrolling through Facebook Marketplace, Kijiji, or even Auto Trader when you suddenly see it. A 2022 Honda Civic, low mileage, heated seats, sunroof, going for $8,000. Now, deep down, you know this is shady, but the seller swears this is a legit deal because he's moving out of the country, so it's an urgent sale and it's first come, first served. So where is the scam? Now, the scam is they will either take your deposits and ghost you, or sell you a stolen car with a fake vehicle identification number. That's the VIN number. If the police ever track it down, guess who is losing the car? You. The truth is, I always say, if it's too good to be true, it is always not true. And just to borrow a line from my favorite show, Hustle, you can never cheat an honest man. Ask yourself, why would somebody be selling a Honda Civic 2022 for $8,000 when that person can easily trade that car in and possibly make more, or sell that car for 3 times that price and still have people running after the car because the market value of that car is not 8,000. But you thinking that you have the best deal, you will now jump on it and get yourself scammed. So how do you avoid getting scammed in this case? Always check the car's history using Carfax Canada or a free VIN check on the Canadian Police Information Center website, because the police are interested in preventing people from stealing cars. So they will make sure they will offer you the chance to be able to check the VIN number of the car that you are buying for free. And also, if the price is way below the market value, run, unless you enjoy donating your savings to scammers. Because if you are buying the car, always make sure you have a true understanding of the market value of the car. Scam number 2, and I'll call this one the Curbsider, aka the fake private seller. Ever bought a used car from a private seller on Kijiji only to find out later that they actually sell multiple cars under different names every month? Congratulations, you just met a Curbsider, because there are people who do this as a side hustle. These are unlicensed dealers posing as private sellers to avoid regulation taxes, and warranties. And guess what? Many of these cars have been in major accidents, have rollback odometers, or come with hidden liens. The scam here, they sell you a car with undisclosed damage, and when your mechanic finds out the frame is held together with duct tape and prayers, the seller is nowhere to be found. So how do you avoid falling victim to the Curbsider? Always search the seller's phone number online, because if they have listed multiple cars in the past, the phone number might still be listed online, and that will tell you that there is somebody who is selling multiple cars online and it's not actually a private seller. He's actually doing it as a business, so he is in it to make money. So he will do as much as possible to reduce his expenses by possibly not disclosing some of the faults or repairing them. So you buying them, you might not know, and you fall victim to it later. Secondly, and I always advise you do this, ask for ID and compare it to the name on the vehicle registration. If it is not a match, run, because that is a big red flag. If he actually owns the car, his name will show up when you do the search on the vehicle registration. Thirdly, you can check the seller's license. That's if they are in Ontario, they are OMVIC for Ontario people who like to sell cars, or AMVIC if they are in Alberta. Legit private sellers do not need to sell 20 cars a year. Scam number 3, and that's the fake lien-free car, aka surprise, you own the back money now. Imagine buying a car, driving it for a few weeks, feeling good about your deal, then you receive a letter from the bank saying you owe money on it. Welcome to the lien scam. A lien is basically debt attached to a car. If the previous owner didn't finish paying off their loan, the lender can repossess the car, even if you bought it fair and square. So how do you avoid falling victim to the fake lien-free car? 1, if you are in Ontario, Alberta, or even BC, you can check for liens online using the provincial lien search services. It will only cost you $15, way cheaper than $10,000 surprise debt. So my advice is take advantage of it. It is only going to cost you $15, and that $15 might end up saving you a lot more in the near future. Secondly, ask the seller for a lien release letter. No proof, no deal. If they actually own the car, they should be able to provide you with a lien release letter on the car. If not, run. Scam number 4 is the certified car that is not. Some dealerships sell used cars as certified pre-owned with claims that they passed a 150-point inspection. Sounds great, right? Here is the scam. Some of these so-called inspections never actually happened. I had a friend who bought a certified Hyundai that later needed a $3,000 in repairs for things that should have been caught in the inspection. When he went back to the dealership, they hit him with, "Oh well, it passed our standard at that time." So it might be an issue that came up after you purchase the vehicle. In Canada, it's very easy for people to want to buy certified pre-owned, because most cases when it's certified pre-owned, it means that that car or that device that you are buying has actually gone through the necessary tests. But imagine if you hadn't. So with this particular scam, how do you actually avoid it? 1, ask for the actual inspection reports so that you can see for yourself. Secondly, get your own mechanic to check the car. At least pay someone to check the car so that in case something goes wrong, you have somebody that you can hold responsible, and also you have somebody that you trust looking at the car. A real inspection costs around $100 to $200, but it can save you thousands of dollars in surprise repairs, because the person selling the car might not declare or tell you everything that is wrong with the car. And me personally, I have a belief that If there's nothing wrong with the car, then the person might not have a reason to sell it at that price that they are offering it to you. Thirdly, only buy from reputable dealerships like Honda certified, Toyota certified, or dealers registered with OMVIC. That's the Ontario Motor Vehicle Industry Council. That way, if something goes wrong, you can easily walk there and report that company to them, and they will make sure they hold that company responsible or hold them liable for any fault that you have, because in most cases they will be regulated if they fall under that particular council. Scam number 5, the fake financing scam. This one is evil. Some shady dealers approve you for financing, let you drive off, and then call you back a week later saying, oops, financing didn't go through, but we have a higher interest loan option for you. The truth is, because you've driven the car, you might be attached to it. At this point, you are attached to the car, probably already posted your new car vibe selfie, and now they are pressuring you to sign a terrible loan. So it's more like a bait and switch. By giving you the car to drive off for a couple of weeks, you now post it, connect to the car, show it to people. So asking you to bring it back, you will feel bad. And now when they put that terrible loan in front of you, you are tempted to sign that letter, especially when they've told you that financing was not approved for you. You wouldn't want to go back to riding those buses or chasing those buses. So you might be tempted to sign that loan letter. So whilst we are trying to save money here, how do you avoid this particular scam? Firstly, get pre-approved for financing with your own bank or credit union. So like RBC, Scotia, or even CIBC before walking into a dealership, so that you know that you are pre-approved before you get to that dealership. Secondly, read the fine print. If there is a clause that says final approval subject to lender's confirmation, you know that's a red flag, because you are not approved yet. It's still pending final approval. Thirdly, walk away, because there are plenty of other cars and better dealerships out there. So if they are prepared to put in some clauses in there before they even hand you the car, then you know they are up to no good. All right, so now you know the 5 biggest car buying scams that could cost you thousands of dollars. Don't be like my friend Kwame, who ended up falling victim to a car scam. Before you buy a car, let's go over it. First, check the VIN number. Secondly, verify the seller's identity. Thirdly, get a mechanic to inspect the car. And last but not the least, check for liens on the car. And if you want to make sure that you are financially ready for a car purchase, check out my video on how to budget for a car in Canada. I will link it up here if it's recorded. Also, hit the like button and subscribe for more financial wisdom. And drop a comment if you have ever had a sketchy car buying experience, so that we can all connect and learn together. See you in the next video.